Before we start every episode, I ask all my guests, what is a success quote or mantra? Let's get that motivational ball rolling with a success quote or mantra. So what do you got for us?
Well, the one that I say often in my speeches and that's unique to me, other than, there's a lot of mantras out there, there's a lot that people have already heard before. So I'll say the two that are in the book that I push a lot. One is, if you're not impressive, then by default you're unimpressive. And in the restaurant industry, that's a hard pill to swallow. People don't think if I'm doing everything right, then I'm fine. And well, fine is death. Fine's the worst word in a restaurant. Like, oh, that table's fine.
Yeah.
It's horrible. That means everything sucks. It means that they're going to not complain too much tonight on premise, complain a lot on the drive home, and they're never coming back.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is, the complacency of today is the direct enemy of tomorrow. Whenever you're like, this is great, we're fine, we figured it out, our process is totally cool there. We're good. I could call it a day. When you're not questioning what sucks, you're just on your path to death.
Yeah, man, I love that. And that's like how you start the book, really. You really dive into that mindset that, like, okay is not good enough. You really have to strive to be something special. You really have to, you can't settle for being just like everybody else. You have to have a unique selling proposition. I think you even get into that expression in itself. So where does it make sense to start telling your story? Because you weren't like in high school thinking like, I'm going to graduate and become a pizzeria owner. That wasn't your plan.
No, I mean, nothing about this plan lands here. I'm a kid who had a Marine Corps father who was born and raised in Manhattan. I lived on both coasts in New York and in San Francisco. Was on my path to become an officer candidate in the Marine Corps through working restaurant jobs and going to college and planning on law school, and then the world threw me for a loop. And I was thinking about this the other day. It's kind of like I was swinging on a par 5, which I don't. No restaurant person plays golf. You play golf often, and you own a restaurant.
Because you sold your restaurants.
You do not work in a restaurant. But imagine I was going to hit a par 5, and the ball hooked real bad and landed on the green, on another green. But it's like a foot away from the hole on another green,
and nobody saw it.
and I'm like, well, I guess I'll just play this hole.
Yeah,
that's what my life is.